Hello again, it's Noob, and here we have two identical ABUS padlocks. Well, actually no, those of you who have good eyesight or quick to read will see they're not quite the same. One of them is actually an ABUS 6050 and one is a 6550. I actually want to focus on this lock today, picking that, but I just thought it was worth showing off its sort of sister lock, and it's very, very different. If we look at the key, for example, compared to the other ABUS, they are remarkably different. So this is the key to this lock, has a very wide open keyway, and if you see ABUSs which say 45, 55 or 65 here, quite often, but not always, they do have this kind of almost American style keyway with this very sort of odd looking key, at least to people who are used to ABUS locks. This is more what you might expect from an ABUS padlock, the classic sort of, dare I say, Yale type keyway, and it opens just like you would expect and has a sort of paracentric keyway. The biggest difference between this lock and this lock in terms of how you can pick it is that this can actually be picked with a comb pick. What I mean by comb pick, I mean one of these lock bypass tools. You look for a comb pick which had spacing on the comb teeth that match the bitting on the key, so the spacings would match, and also you'd want one which is deep enough that it would be able to push the key pins out of the plug and overlift them into the Bible. So you can see I've got the comb pick in, I just need to move it up, and then hopefully, if I get that just right, there we go, I can overlift those key pins, push them all the way out of the plug into where the Bible is with the driver pins, and open that up. This is why, of course, a paracentric keyway like this is so good at stopping this attack, because there's no possible way I can fit a comb pick into this keyway whatsoever. It was pretty tight in the other one, but there's zero chance of me getting this in here and overlifting those key pins. To pick this ABUS 6050, we'll have to do it the old way, which is to use a hook and a tension tool. And a lot of the time on these ABUS padlocks, pin number 1 is your standard pin, the rest are spools. So the trick is to try to get it into a full set, and you'll be picking pin number 1 a few times depending on whether you drop some spools. So let's have a go at this. So it's going through, that's a pin 5, pin 4, pin 2 now, pin 1 all the way up to the top, and we're already in a full set, so that's pin 4 there, this is pin 3, and we are already open. So look at that. Do you see that counter rotation as well? You can see those spools. I think I got lucky the last time I picked this. I'll probably have to spend another 30 seconds to a minute on it picking spools, but just must have picked the pins in the right order this time, and we have that open. Interestingly, both of these padlocks are fantastic to have in your collection. The 6050 because it is actually a really nice lock to pick with its spools. The feedback is incredible, and ABUS tend to make some pretty good value locks in terms of security versus cost. And this lock is excellent to have in the collection because it's one of the few locks that we can get in Europe with a keyway like this, which can be overlifted using a comb attack, and it's actually a pretty good demonstration. Well, look, I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually enjoyed making this one. Please leave a like if you did. If you have a comment, then please leave one below. I do read them all, reply to as many as I can. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And I'll see you all next time.